Moment of silence for the champions. For those who ain't going hard, a lifestyle. Never wait for nothing, you gotta get it right now. I'm in the spotlight when they turn the lights down. Only a champ swing the hardest in the 12th round. I love the fourth quarter, I love the ninth inning, I love game 7. Bring on the competition, cause in my heart, can't nobody do it better. Can't slow me down, won't stop me, never. I'm so Cassius Clay, I'm Tyson in the prime.
You know me, man. I'm Barry Bonds with Mines. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Pressure Podcast.
Yo.
It's a Money Monday night edition. Let's get
Give
it.
me a hell yeah!
We're coming to you on a day where my Baltimore Ravens have climbed all the way back up the top. We're sit on top of the AFC North once again, motherfucker. But like I've been saying for a few weeks, don't look at us. We're not playing all that good. But it ain't our fault. Y'all the ones that keep fucking it up and let us catch up. I cannot believe my Ravens caught up to and passed the Steelers before we even faced them. That shit is fucking crazy. We also come to you on a day where Shedeur Sanders' first start was a huge success. So successful that he's the first Cleveland rookie quarterback to win a game in his first start since 1940 whatever. That shit's
Fatality.
What the fuck?
basically he's Otto Graham. Because Brady Quinn didn't do it, Johnny Football didn't do it, Baker Mayfield didn't do it. They actually had a quarterback in Baker Mayfield, but they decided to let him go. Now look at him. He's struggling right now, I know, in Tampa, but they're crazy injured right now. They don't have nobody but Ibuka. They just got Chris Godwin back. With Godwin ain't 100%, and there's no timetable when Mike Evans and company gonna come back, and then the defense.
I don't think it's just in the cards this year.
Yep, but even in a loss,
they might win the division.
they still might win the division because the Panthers don't want to take advantage of shit.
Cool, nigga.
We got a jam-packed show for you today. I started the week 92 and 44. And guess what? I went exactly that. I went 9-4 this weekend. So now I'm 101 and 48 against the
Give me a
spread.
hell yeah!
Let's recap the weekend of the QFL, shall we? Let's start with the 1 o'clock games here. We have the Goff bounce back game. But I told you, Goff is going to bounce back in a shootout. Because I knew that, you know what I'm saying, Winston and the Giants were going to bring it against that soft-ass defense. And I just knew that secondary was going to get exposed. I had no idea Wan'Dale Robinson was going to go so ham, and I'm not just saying that because I have him in fantasy football. But
30 points.
that him and Jameis Winston were going apeshit. Jameis even had a nice, 20-yard touchdown reception on his own. The only reason they went to they lost in
Like a
overtime is
fucking
because
tight end.
the Giants' defense is absolutely ass, which they just fired their defensive coordinator, mind you. And
A no good loser like you, you bum!
Screw you! You're fired!
she's got to do it proper. The Giants just fired their defensive coordinator. That's the reason they lost this game. Detroit should have actually lost. And then Jahmyr Gibbs ran it up in OT to seal the deal. I learned that Indiana's pretenders, we kind of already knew that. But not Indiana, that the run, not Goff, is the way to the Super Bowl. Just like Josh Allen, the road to the Super Bowl goes with Cooks. This guy, the road to the Super Bowl is going to have to go with Jahmyr Gibbs because Goff, his arm ain't going to be the one to win him the Super Bowl.
Since you bring that up, do you think we shut down their run game enough? Or do you think it was just that they didn't run the ball enough?
No, you guys got in his face all the time when he wasn't running. When they were trying to run, you guys didn't give him much room to wiggle around. By the time they realized that they
A few explosives.
that they just weren't going to have their A game, they tried to make adjustments. They scored on one, but then you guys made adjustments on the fly immediately and shut him down after that. So, what's up, Denali? Welcome back.
What's up, Donati? Yeah, real talk.
Games on Thanksgiving. Yep. My Baltimore Ravens were playing there. Here we have the Lamar bounce back game. He did bounce back, but only in the second half. The New York Trash are who they are.
Yeah, this is another knock, bitch.
I learned that Lamar is not right, though. Something's wrong, and I just found an article saying there's something listed with his toe. And I knew it. I knew it.
I could see it. It just wasn't explosive
Yes.
from last week. Last week when he was playing, I was like, he just don't look explosive trying to get out that pocket or move.
Our offense ain't right, but Lamar ain't right. And until that happens,
Toe is very important to be able to run with. If you don't have your toe, you fucking
now
you're limping.
we play Cincinnati this Thursday.
Fortunately.
Joe Burrow will return. This is gonna be crazy, but I think we got this. We're 8-1 versus Joe Burrow as long as Lamar's starting. We are at home. We are on a 5-game win streak. These guys should have won this game and lost it. They fucked it up themselves. So I expect my Ravens to continue this trend. Lamar did bounce back once again in a blowout, but it only happened in the second half. It didn't happen in the first half. He started off too slow. And apparently he's had some toe injury. It ain't turf toe, but it's some toe injury, so he can't be as mobile as he wants to. But that's what was listed this morning. And then we have the no Joe Cool game because this close, we almost had Joe Burrow back this weekend. And I see why, because they play a short week Thursday. It would make sense, just like Lamar. We didn't play him against Chicago because we had to play that Thursday, you know what I'm saying, against Miami Dolphins.
Just wait till.
So
give him a
because it was a short week, they decided to wait Joe Burrow, give him a little bit more time to heal. So he will be back this Thursday, but that also means that they were this close of winning. The New England Patriots should have lost this game. I learned that New England loses if Joe plays. That's what I learned. If the other Joe plays, not Joe Flacco, Joe Burrow.
I agree. I mean, they should have lost this game. He didn't play good. Drake May, he did not play good in this game. And you know what I'm saying? I feel like this was one of those where he's going to learn from and be better. He'll be better for it. But
You think so?
But yeah, hell yeah. I think he'll be fine. I don't think this is gonna be, because the fact is they won at the end of the day. So I don't think this will stop his momentum or anything like that. But that was a bad game. It was definitely it seemed like a trap game.
I think
7 wins in a row. Wait, 8 wins in a row.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Coming in, you're playing a team that is known as one of the worst defenses in the league. Everybody's expecting you to score 30, 40 on them because everybody else damn near has. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like that was one of those. Maybe they was trying to do too much, and they should have done less. Less would have been more.
I don't know. I think maybe Cincinnati just was more physical than they were. They got punched in the face and didn't know how to respond. But they were very, very fortunate to come out of this game alive.
But they definitely were fortunate.
Yeah. Then we have the rest of the 1 o'clock games here. The Sam bounce back game. I expected him to bounce back in a blowout. He did not. Matter of fact, they almost blew it. I learned one thing and one thing only. JSN is Seattle's best receiver ever. This is literally all.
Give me a hell yeah.
This motherfucker here is something different. I had him bet. I won a parlay where I had him get over 65 yards, and everybody's like, "Yo, Tennessee plays too high shell, man. He might not be getting 65. He might get like 60, but with 7 catches, whatever." And I'm like, "What? What are you talking about? Too high, too shell high, whatever." I don't give a fuck if they're running too high.
I don't care what it is.
Cover 3 high cover. It's JSN and Sam.
JSN and everybody get and
you know what he
gets open
did?
against everybody.
He had over 160 something yards is what he had. This man went off, and I'm not just saying that because Sam Darnold's my fantasy quarterback. It's just, you know what I'm saying, if it wasn't for JSN, Seahawks lose this game. Now the Seahawks defense is looking a little up and down, up and down, up and down. There's no consistency here. And when they look good, their offense looks bad. And when their offense looks good, sometimes their defense looks bad. It's very rare you see all 3 facets of the game working in cohesion. So they figured this out. You cannot consider Seattle an elite.
An elite contender.
They're not an elite. They're a strong team, a dangerous team, but they're not elite. Well, if you're Tennessee, where do you go from here? Because you did the best you could.
I think that this is great for them. This is, you don't want moral victories, but this is to me is a moral victory. This is one of those where you can build off of at least the fact that you were able to score on a team that is possibly a top 10 defense.
Fuck moral victory. Don't nobody want a moral victory
Nobody
on
wants
Thanksgiving
that.
week.
You're right. But I'm just saying, it's Cam Ward. It's Tennessee. They're the worst team in the league, and they just scored 24 points on Seattle and had a chance to win that game.
Well, I think the worst QB in the league is right here in Minnesota now, because J.J.
Yeah,
McCarthy, I don't know what's going on, bro. You can't put up any points. Jordan Love should have lost this game, too, had he faced a better opponent. Had Sam Darnold been in this shit right here, they would have won. All right, Green Bay loses if Sam plays. That's what I would put there.
The one I feel sorry for is Justin Jefferson. Goddamn. He's making him look like he's not shit. He's making it look like he's not shit out there.
Green Bay loses if Sam Darnold plays. It's just a fact.
Wait, he's not the
He's not the best current player in the NBA. That man don't play no defense, man. Fuck him.
And fuck that. It's Jokic, and it ain't even close. I don't care what y'all say.
So let's get to the last.
Luka don't got a championship, and Luka doesn't do what the way Jokic scores is the easiest way I've ever seen somebody score. He makes it look that easy.
So here's the last of the slates here. We have the Shador's first start game. I went with Shador. I remember you went with the Vegas Raiders. I got this one right. I learned Shador belongs in the NFL.
No, I didn't go with the freaking Raiders. You crazy as hell. I didn't go with no Raiders.
Yeah, you did.
Nah.
Yeah, I have it marked here. I said, so you going with the Raiders? He said, yeah, I'm not going with the Cleveland Browns. You said Raiders.
Nah, I was going with Cleveland. I was going with Cleveland because I mentioned now the defense to me will win this game, which is the Cleveland defense. And Geno loves throwing interceptions. Hell no. The Raiders are a mess. There's no way.
All right. Like we said, it's recorded. But I wanted Shador to get his start. I thought Shador should have got his start. Shador earned it. He didn't do all that good, but he did a lot of things that were good. And he got him the win. Cleveland should be rejoicing right now. I think Cleveland should be very, very, very happy. I know their season's basically over, but at least they got something to look forward and something to build, and hopefully he continues up in an upward trend here. As far as for Las Vegas, you can't go any worse than this. You lost to a rookie quarterback in his first start that everybody thought was not ready for the pros, and you guys made him look pro ready. He only completed 55% of his completions, but he didn't, you know what I'm saying, he didn't make it to where his team was a detriment, like Dylan Gabriel or like Geno Smith. He made it to where he still was a positive. So if you were the Raiders, you got to go back to the shed. You got to rebuild your defense because it ain't good, and you got to rebuild your offense because it ain't good. You can't beat nobody even below 500 teams now. You can't beat nobody. You're going to be a top 3 pick, I think, for sure. I think. Man, fuck Chip Kelly. Fuck Chip Kelly. Oh, Denali, you never got to see this. This was my notes from last week, what I learned in the N3A, okay? So here we go. So here we go with the ongoing heroin epidemic where guys decide to shoot a three-pointer. As soon as it hits, splash. They turn around, let their arm hang low, and inject themselves, as you see LaMelo Ball doing it in front of women and children. But here are my notes. OKC can win 7 games. 70 games. It looks like OKC is going to break Golden State Warriors record or Chicago Bulls record. I think they're going to win 70 games. Maybe they only win 70, maybe not 73 or 70, because that's a tough record to beat. But it looks like OKC is going to do it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Detroit can win the East, and it looks like they're well on the way of doing that. It looks like all roads to the Eastern Conference have to go through Detroit. Denver looks like the only challenge for the West. I think they're the only challenge for the Thunder, period. It's just that they play in the West, so I might as well just put the West. Then I got the New York Knicks bench is money compared to last year, compared to years past. Thank the good fucking Lord. Thank you, Jordan Clarkson. Then you got KD and Houston are legit, and they look legit. They're whooping on the Phoenix Suns as we speak right now. 3 rookies are cooking. You got K. Nipples. You got Cooper Stags. I'm gonna call him Cooper Stags. And then you got Avija, whatever his name is, in Portland. Mavs GM should be indicted with charges, and I think he is very shortly. Lakers is league's best question mark. This is because LeBron hadn't been back yet. Now we'll see when LeBron is back with a few more games how y'all look. Indiana will miss the playoffs. It is a proven fact now, guys, mathematically, metaphorically, literally, quite literally, the Pacers will miss the playoffs. But the Spurs will make the playoffs. This is going to be the first time Wembanyama is going to make the playoffs as long as he stays healthy. Hopefully no blood clots. Bronny will also be making the playoffs. Wah, 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 wah. But he just got, you know what I'm saying, sent down to the G League. Maybe he won't even be in the roster. Phoenix plays better without KD, which is true. They are true. They have a way better winning record without KD than with, except they're losing to KD right now. The Clippers will not win a banner this season, so the only team in the NBA without a banner somewhere in their rafters in their stadium will not be adding one this season either. Then the East is stronger than the West. That is still true. The East has more teams over 500 than the West does. For the first time in forever, we can say this. The East is stronger than the West. It's a hot take, but I don't give a fuck.
It's not really a hot take because if you think about it, you say Denver, right? Denver is the threat to OKC, the only threat in the West to the OKC Thunder. But if you go to the East, there's a few that are.
No.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
There's no threat to the Thunder. The thing is,
I mean,
the
like,
West only have two good teams.
To make it competitive is what I'm saying.
The West.
I'm not saying to defeat them, but to make it competitive.
No, what it is that the West has two good teams, the Thunder and the Nuggets. After that, it's a bunch of bullshit. The East actually has some good contenders. They're not going to win, but they're 1 through 6, I would say, in the East will take 3 to 8 in the West any day of the week by a mile. That's just, I think that the West is just top heavy. After that, they're just a bunch of jokers. Let's see if the Lakers can say something because the Lakers look good this season. Let's see if the Lakers can say something.
The Lakers, I feel like there's a few other teams.
But in a 7-game series, I trust the Miami Heat. I trust the New York Knicks. I trust the Detroit Pistons. I trust the Cavaliers. I even trust your Boston Celtics and the Orlando Magic.
Don't do that.
Over the T-Wolves right now. Over the Utah Jazz or the Portland Trailblazers or the Phoenix Suns or the Houston Rockets or the Grizzlies.
No, he did not say the Phoenix Suns.
The Phoenix Suns are in the top 8 of the Western Conference. You didn't know?
No, I know they're playing good, but what I'm saying is, like, do you trust them in the playoffs?
I trust these guys over the Phoenix Suns, yes.
Oh, okay.
You're not listening, bro.
I did not listen.
Miami may look mid. But Miami's not the type of team that's going to win 60 games, Denali. Miami's the type of team that wins 48 games, but when you see them in a 7-game series, you're going 7 games. That's what the Miami Heat are. Notice how they were the last 8 seed to make it all the way to the NBA Finals, because that's just what the fuck they do. They don't care.
They didn't even. The crazy thing is, they didn't really play that good as far as like the people around him. But Jimmy Butler ended up winning at least one of those games.
Yes, and then we're still not done yet. One other thing I would like to know is that the Emirates Cup, the mid-season cup, the nobody cares Emirates Cup will always be irrelevant. Nobody will ever care about that cup, ever, as long as it shall live. And then Miami finds a new star in Powell. Norman Powell is a star, and he looks like he's a bona fide motherfucker that we're going to have to deal with come playoff time. But that's okay. I got Jalen Brunson to deal with, motherfucker, too. So let's get it, Miami. Let's get it. But, yeah, no, I would trust a lot of teams in the Eastern Conference over some of the guys in the Western Conference. Not named the Nuggets and the Thunder.
You got a point there when it comes to, like, there is more depth on the East than there is.
Yes, there is.
In the West.
Yes, there is. Fuck the Utah Jazz. Fuck the Grizzlies. They ain't shit. Golden State ain't nothing right now.
Houston used top heavy, right?
Houston, I just don't
Like
have
they
much
do.
sample size.
Okay.
That's it.
And because you don't trust the KD to be.
No, it's just I don't have enough sample size. I have enough sample size with the other teams.
Got you.
Notice I never mentioned the Raptors. I didn't mention teams I don't have samples. I only mention teams that I know are going to perform in the playoffs. That's it.
But I mean, even though Cleveland was in the playoffs, I thought they kind of underperformed in the playoffs last year.
They do underperform, or they did underperform, but you know what I'm saying, they're still a formidable foe. You're not going to eliminate them in the 7-game series easily. You could say the Pacers took care of them, but it took 6 games.
Yeah, I mean, they were down the first 2 though, so everybody was already thinking it was over.
And fuck them. Let's get to some YN progress reports here, okay? Here we go with J.J. McCarthy.
Holy shit.
Week 12's YN progress report. This man had a grand total of 34.2 passer rating.
I forgot I had to look at that.
63.1 completion percentage, which is good. 12, 19, 87 punk ass yards, 2 interceptions, and a fucking fumble.
Goddamn white boy.
I just don't get it. Then you got Cam Ward. This is more like it. 91.0, you know what I'm saying, passer rating, 66%, 28 of 42 for 256 yards and 2 touchdowns. He brought his A game.
3 Honda Civics with spoonage.
You know what I'm saying? This guy brought his F game. This guy brought his A game. Listen to the next YN. There's only other 2 more. Here you have Drake May and Shedeur Sanders. And believe it or not, Shedeur actually outplayed Drake May by just 0.2 passer rating. Drake May, pretty okay, 87.1, 62.8 with 294 yards, a touchdown, and a pick 6. He ended up winning, so I gave him a B- because of the pick 6. But Shedeur, his first start, 87.3, 11-20 for 209 yards. And a touchdown. Oh, he threw a pick, but that's okay. He threw a touchdown. Let's fucking go. He get an A. Shedeur Sanders gets an A. You can't hate. You can't hate.
I give it a B.
Nah.
I give him a B.
Nah, fuck that shit. He gets an A.
I give him a B.
He gets an A.
Did you see where he threw that ball?
Denali, you see him?
Did you see where he threw that ball?
Denali,
Did you see where he threw that ball?
Denali gonna get you for hitting the black quarterback.
Did you
now.
see where he threw that ball?
That was his first professional start.
Oh, hell no. I respect what he did. That's why I give him a B. But come on, man. This nigga threw. That was a screen pass
Yeah.
that he took about
To the house.
Yeah.
Brady made a living of that shit. Did he execute? Did he not win? Did he not look like a guy that could lead his team? He
No,
did.
I didn't. I'm not saying that.
And
I
he
never
broke a
said
record.
that. I'm just saying B because
And he
think-
broke a record.
I think he threw an interception, didn't he?
He broke a record. He broke a record. I've given people an A for with
B
interceptions.
plus,
I've given Drake May an A with an interception.
not B plus.
I've given a lot of people A's with an interception. I you know why because he's black. Because he's Shedeur Sanders. Why won't you give him an A?
I just explained that.
Hey,
I just
man.
need to see more, man.
A game. He brought his A game. That's what happened there.
Shout out to him though. Shit, he only missed 9 passes. That's what's up.
Here we go. Here are the money games. We got the Colts who blew a 11-point lead in the 4th quarter. Jones didn't have that bad of a day. He was still Down syndrome-ish, 99 passer rating, 19 to 31 for 181 and 2 touchdowns. He didn't turn the ball over. Mahomes was worse, 77.4 passer rating. Come on. 29 to 46 for 352 and an interception, which was a big
That was better than any of the YNs.
It was better than the other one. But
That's
hold
pretty.
on, guys.
That's not terrible. I know that down the stretch he wasn't gonna be able to,
I got a picture for everybody to see here.
Oh yeah, show that.
I want you to look at this statistic here, guys. So they blew an 11-point lead. They were up 11. And in the 4th quarter and overtime alone, the Colts managed 18 total punk ass.
Come on, Dusty.
Meanwhile, Mahomes, 14 points, 236 yards, 13 first downs to 0, motherfucker.
That's why.
This is why I call him Down Syndrome Jones, y'all. It's not because I want to hate on the guy. It's not because I'm politically correct about people with Down syndrome. It's just that this guy looks like a quarterback that plays with Down syndrome. I listen, I feel bad for the Indiana Colts because they did everything to earn this win. I'm sorry that they don't have a quarterback that can to rally the troops, put this team on his fucking over his shoulder and just
Facts.
carrying him to glory, at least one game. And it's crazy because they deserve to. The Chiefs deserve to lose this. They deserve to lose this. My game notes is that the Colts are obviously pretenders, but the Kansas City's bleeding. They are absolutely bleeding, and when sharks smell blood, or when wolves smell blood, or when predators smell blood, they go for the kill. It's time to go for the kill for those who are equipped to go for the kill, because we need to get this man off. They're 6-5. They're the most dangerous 6-5 team in the QFL right now. They cannot be. They're too dangerous to be left alive, kind of deal.
Yeah.
And it's nothing personal. It's just business. Team grade. I'm gonna give the Colts defense. I give them I say a B minus. Because it's not their fault what happened in the fourth quarter and overtime.
Nah,
I thought
yeah,
that
I
was on
mean,
Jones.
because they were kicking ass the first three
Yeah.
quarters, and then the fourth quarter, you know what I'm saying? If y'all not moving the ball,
Yeah, for the offense, I'll give them also a B minus. 20 against the Chiefs isn't bad, but they could have scored more. They actually did a good job till the fourth quarter stopped. So it started. So I give them a B minus just because of the fourth quarter fail. For the Chiefs, I'll give their defense a B plus just because they started off bad, but then they held it together and allowed nothing in the fourth quarter. Even though I don't know that's how difficult that is when it's Down syndrome on the other side, but that's neither here or there. And then you got their offense. I'll give the Chiefs offense a B plus. It was a B minus until the last of the game, the fourth quarter and the overtime. They got the job done at home, so they get a solid B plus. As far as quarterbacks grades concerned, I'm gonna give Down syndrome a C. He had a B game, but because of the fourth quarter, because of that statistic you saw there in overtime, that's an F. That's an F. So that's a C. And for Mahomes, I give him a C plus just because he won, because that was an F game too.
damn. Okay, the others pretty much the same. B. I thought they mostly played a defensive game in this. Mahomes is just not playing up to par right now. That's what I would say. So I gave him a B, but just because he got it done in the fourth quarter, like he was like a champ is supposed to. And then Jones, a C.
Yeah, but remember, I'm fair, and I look all across the board. I look on both sides. Pause. So remember, yes, Mahomes did do his thing when he needed to, but I cannot discredit the fact that Down syndrome helped you do that too.
That's true.
He didn't put no pressure on you. You had 0 points unanswered on the other side. So can't give him too much props. That's my take.
A lot of opportunity is what you mean. I see that.
Then you got the Pittsburgh Steelers here on the road to Chicago, where they also should have had the win. But thank goodness they did it, and now they're sitting outside the AFC playoff picture. They're on the hunt. Meanwhile, Chicago moves to number 1 seed in the NFC North. However, they're 1-2 in their division, which is crazy.
What the fuck?
So basically, if some of the other divisional rivals catch up to their same record,
They'll take it.
or
Tiebreaker.
or not even, if they let's say someone finishes with a better division record, they'll be the division champion, so they'll get the playoff spot. Meanwhile, you'll be the wild card spot.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So you can have the better record, but if you don't have the best divisional record, you don't get the division win. It's about the division win,
it's
and
about the division win. Yeah, that's true.
So it's noteworthy that they're 1-2 in their division already. So they've already started off bad with the first 3 games that they faced out of the 6. So they need to basically win out, and I don't think that's gonna happen. So
Especially now with next week.
yeah.
Oh my God, no.
So Mason Rudolph have an okay game, 86.9 passer rating, 24-31, which is very efficient, 171, which is very pathetic. Check down Rudolph. Touchdown and interception. Meanwhile, Caleb wasn't that much better. He 104.3, 19 of 35, which is pretty bad. 239, which is okay, and 3 touchdowns. The problem here is that the only game notes I have, remember how I said New England loses if Joe Cool played? Mm-hmm. Green Bay loses if Sam Darnold played.
You also did mention this was too.
The Bears lose if Aaron Rodgers plays. That's my game notes for here. Team grade, I'm gonna give the Steelers defense a fucking F. I mean, they got a fumble 6, and that's it. That's all that there was there. And their offense, actually, that was an A- game. It's just, you know what I'm saying?
That was a TJ Watt?
Yeah, TJ
Yeah.
Watt. And then as far as the Bears, I give their defense also an F and their offense an A. Their offense did their job today, notably against a bad defense, but that's how it goes. As far as quarterbacks concerned, I give Mason Rudolph a B. I thought he did way better than I expected.
24-31.
And I gave Caleb Williams an A. He had an A game. He brought his A game today. Like I said, it's against the Steelers defense, but props is props and credit's credit where it's due. They covered. They did their job. I said that they were going to cover if Mason Rudolph played. I said that they don't have a chance to win. They almost actually did, and they should have won. What are your game notes from here and team grade and QB grade?
I second the Caleb Williams A because he made a play down the stretch. I mean, at the end of the day, you still got to make the throw, so he made it. I got to give him credit for that. Mason Rudolph, I will give him a B because that was surprising to me that he was able to throw so efficiently. Now, it wasn't for a lot of yards, so that the per average was probably like 3 point something per throw. So, you got to get the ball further out, but that's pretty good.
And
offense,
Kenneth Gainwell, Jesus.
Offense. I'm actually gonna give it a B for the Chicago Bears. The run game.
A B. They scored 31.
Yeah, but the run game wasn't doing shit really.
You might not run on the Pittsburgh Steelers. You might pass on them, but you ain't gonna run on them.
All right, I give them a B plus.
And I'm not just saying that because I'm mad that DeAndre Swift had nothing for me in my lineup.
That was a little alarming to me because I feel like that was what you guys do, best.
Well,
But hey, you got the win, so shout out to you.
they did get the win.
On defense, I'll probably give it I give it a B. I thought they were able to move the ball, the Steelers, but the Chicago came up with some big plays on defense as well. With the Steelers, I give them a B on a C on offense, and I'm gonna give it my F on the defense because they gave up too many points. I mean, that's not Steeler-esque. Steelers just don't look like a team
Fuck the Steelers. Just give me the grades. Fuck the Steelers. We're not talking too much on the Steelers. Fuck the Steelers.
No, I said an F on the defense. I didn't like what I saw from the defense at all, other than what you said, the fumble recovery.
Yeah.
On the sack, that's it.
Nah, the Steelers are done. Offensively is the only way they matter right now, and then Chicago is offensively as well. The thing is, like you said, they haven't put a game together where they run effectively and pass effectively, and like I said, they're 1-2 in the division. They don't bode well, so let's see. I gotta check their schedule, see what else is coming up for them very soon. So Denali says, how far in advance do you need to book tickets to Disneyland or Disney World, and is that true that they really sell out? It's not that they sell out. I mean, sometimes they do, but the thing is that Disney wants to have a cap limit of how many people they invite so that the lines are never too long, too many people around there. They started doing this after COVID.
They have a queue now?
No, you just have to make a reservation now.
That's crazy.
Before you could just walk in on a day that wasn't blocked out. Now you have to make a reservation.
Yeah, I haven't been in such a long time. I didn't even know that rule.
And then if there's too many people in the park, then what you will have to do is you'll have to make a reservation to another park if you can, and then after 2 o'clock you could just jump to the other parks anyway. Yeah, so that's what I do whenever the other parks are blocked off like that. But no, I just need to know like a week or two in advance so I can make a reservation. It's best, the more the better. That way you could best get the day like reserved for Disney World. But I can't do it until January 1st because I ran out of free tickets. So January 1st, they're reloaded again. All right, so let's get to the next game, which is your game here. The Philadelphia Eagles, 3-point favorites on the road to Dallas, where they had a 600 winning percentage. And it looked like every bit of it because they were up 21-0 at half. But then another scoreless half lets Philadelphia blow the 21-point lead, and Dallas Cowboys wins in glorious fashion. Not really.
No, Denali.
Hurts 99.2 passer rating, 27-39 for 289 and 3 TDs. He actually had a good day. It's just I think that offensive coordinator is the reason why. Dak Prescott was a little better, 103 passer rating, 23-36 for 350 yards, 3 touchdowns and an interception. My game notes here is that my thing is that the offensive coordinator just has to go. That's just I've been saying that for a long time now, but I always said that I wanted to be fair. My Baltimore Ravens gave the defensive coordinator a second chance to see if he could fix it, and he did it 2 times in a row now. But we're week 12. We still see you guys still having scoreless halves. This can continue, and the Cowboys just proved why this won't last long. Now, you've beaten some very, very impressive teams in your resume doing this already. But you got to figure this is not going to suit well for the future.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's very inconsistent. It's vanilla because apparently nobody. I mean, like we can't fool nobody right now with any of it. So it has to be something with the offensive coordinator. And yes, I agree the offensive coordinator does need to go, but I also think as a team we can't be this sloppy either. This was one of the worst games. Like as far as just like, remember how they mentioned that we win our turnover ratio?
Yeah.
Not that time. We had 2 fumbles. You know what I'm saying? 2 bad fumbles, especially the one Saquon had, because I felt like right there and then we had a chance to, even though we played shitty the whole game, we still had a chance to go and win the game if we score there. But
did they have 3 turnovers? Year two?
No, I think it was Saquon. Who else fumbled? Wasn't it the punt return? Was it on the punt return? I think it was on the punt return.
But
damn, that might have been okay. So that might have been.
They
2.
had 3 fumbles.
They had 3 fumbles.
They had 3 turnovers. They had the pick for Dak. They had the CeeDee Lamb one, and then they had was it a running back? Somebody also. You guys
it was a wide receiver. It was Turpin.
So you guys actually won the turnover battle, and still, it's your offensive coordinator. It is what it is, bro.
Damn, that's crazy.
It's your offensive coordinator. You guys have another scoreless half in the game, and this one cost you a 21-point lead that you should have won. And not to mention, the mayor of Philly missed a field goal from 54, was it? So
Nah, it wasn't 54. I think it was further than that. I think it was like I think he said 56. I think it was 56.
Gotcha. So there goes that, and
I think very sloppy as well though. Like as a team.
Yeah, but I think we need to. The thing is, when I see a problem, I'm not looking at all the problems and trying to solve them all at once. I'm gonna look for the biggest problem and go to the source of it. So until I fix this one problem, I cannot focus on anything else. That's the way I work. I cannot fix 4 things at a time. It's one at a time, and it's usually the main one, and it's the offensive coordinator. He has to go.
But what about the offensive line? The offensive line has been terrible too.
That's on the offensive coordinator to fix. That's on the offensive coordinator to fix. You don't think Shanahan's had that problem? Andy Reid, McVay, they've had those problems before. Guess what they do? They fix it.
Yeah, they find a solution. You're right.
That's the thing. Your offensive coordinator needs to go. That's what I learned from this game. Here we got the Sunday night football game. This was a spanking. Denali, you can say it now. Baker Mayfield's ass. The man, 9-19 for 41 pathetic yards, a touchdown, and 2 interceptions, a 32-point passer rating. He looks like J.J. McCarthy out there. Meanwhile, Stafford looks like the MVP, 122.7 passer rating. God damn it, man.
Goddamn white boy.
25-35 for 273 and 3 touchdowns. LA now holds number 1 in the NFC overall. My game notes is that the Tampa Bay probably will miss the playoffs, bro.
Yeah.
They probably will miss the playoffs.
Yeah, for real.
The Rams look like they might hold the NFC Conference Championship game, but we knew that they were a strong team coming in. We had them high in our power rankings. This is nothing new. The thing is, it's very disappointing as as a Buccaneers fan and supporter is that the Buccaneers look like they're not going to make the playoffs unless some drastic changes come very soon. And unless Baker Mayfield turns us back into the MVP.
Who wins the South? Probably
It's going to be the Panthers unless the Bucs wake up.
Carolina.
Carolina is awful, but they're playing better than the Buccaneers, believe it or not.
Right now they are.
And neither team is playing good.
It's
for
not.
that matter.
It's not their fault. It's not really their fault though. They got so many injuries. I keep going back to that.
Oh yeah, hold on. For team grade, I'm gonna give your Philadelphia Eagles defense C because they started off good and ended up bad, and your offense a C because they started off good and ended up bad. As far as the Cowboys, I'll give them a C as well. They started off bad and ended up good, but I don't think it's their fault because I think that was the offensive coordinator on the Philadelphia. And then their offense, I'll give them a C plus because they got the win. That's the only reason why. As far as QB grades, I give Jalen Hurts a B, and I give Dak Prescott a B plus because neither the quarterback really did much in each half. It was just a weird football game. Tale of two halves. What about you?
I give my offense. I give my offense a C. I give my defense. Actually, I'm not gonna give my defense anything lower than a B because I felt like the reason why it was because it was on the field so much, and that's why Dak started moving the ball. I mean, if you let a good offense keep going out there because of how bad your offense is playing, and they start scoring, well, yeah, because you kept your defense out there for most of the second half. So I'm gonna give them a B, and then I'm gonna give, believe it or not, I'm gonna give Dallas offense a B. I thought they performed for most of the game. They just had some. Look, they were making little mistakes that were stopping them from scoring. It wasn't really us stopping them. We just got fortunate on some plays that Dak messed up on. But very little plays for Dak. That's why I'm gonna give Dak a B plus, and I'll give Hurts a C. I didn't like anything I saw from Jalen Hurts in the second.
All right, and what about your team grades here? I'll give the Buccaneers a flat-out F on both sides of the football, and Baker an F. And then Stafford's an A plus. I'll give the Rams offense an A plus, and I'll give their defense an A plus. That was easy. That was very fucking
Give me a
easy.
hell yeah.
I'm going straight Fs with the Bucks. And I'm going straight A's, A plus.
That's pretty easy. And then let's get to the game that just ended. In a matchup where the Carolina Panthers could have seized the NFC South and took control of it, but they couldn't. They couldn't. Even though, despite that they have 3 interceptions, they just managed 3 pathetic motherfucking points off a turnover. That's why the Panthers are where they are, 6-6. And that's why it's just, I don't trust Bryce Young. 60 passer rating, 18 of 29 for 169, a touchdown and 2 interceptions.
I couldn't watch anymore.
Purdy was worse, 58.5 for 23 of 32, 193 yards, a touchdown and 3 interceptions.
He threw all of those in the first half, but he could have had more because there was like 2 passes that he threw that were tipped, and I was like, oh, this nigga just out here just throwing shit.
You know what I
He was
would
just throwing
You know
shit.
what I learned here? I learned that if Mac Jones would have started, this would have been a blowout. That's what I learned.
Finish him.
Jeez, Purdy.
Oh, yeah, Purdy,
That was
yeah.
pathetic. That was absolutely pathetic.
That
The
was
fact that they
pathetic.
only managed 3 points off of turnovers, they had 3 interceptions, and all they get is 3. It's a fucking field goal. Man, fuck the Panthers.
Well, I'm gonna give the Panthers offense and defense an A because they turned this nigga over 3 times. I mean, at the end of the day, that's the name of the game, and they still couldn't win. How crazy is that?
I'll give the Panthers offense a F.
F.
I'll give their
F.
defense a C plus. I'll give their quarterback an F. I'm gonna give the Niners quarterback an F minus. Their offense a C minus, and their defense a C plus because they won. Because their defense didn't do all that good either. It's Bryce Young.
I give the offense an F as well on the Panthers. I give the offense a C for the San Francisco 49ers. Their defense, shit, it was great. It was great. I mean, it wasn't. I wouldn't say it was their defense, but I mean, their defense was what it was. I give it a B. I give it a B.
All right. So let's get to the money players.
30,
of the
you're
week.
getting F.
Let's get to the
Terrible.
money players of the week. So you hold the money player of the week award. Who is this today?
Give me a hell yeah.
Yeah. Can you put on my other one?
What the fuck?
I only put this one.
Oh,
Place.
Jameer Gibbs, who had 15 carries for 219 yards, 2 TDs, 11 receptions, 45 yards, and another TD.
And a game-winning fucking run for 70-something yards in overtime.
This guy's lightning in a bottle, guys.
55 penalty points. This guy went off yesterday. And that's a good one.
Lightning in a bottle is this guy.
All right, I control the bum of the week award.
A no good loser like you, you bum.
That's the second time I put him up there too, by the way.
Want to know who it is? Whoa, where is it at? It's right here. It's two Kevins. Two Kevins are the recipient of Week 12's Bum of the Week award.
Screw you! You're fired!
They're both going to be fired at the end of the season. I'm pretty sure of it. Both Kevins here belong for two different reasons.
I think they're demoting him, actually.
Kevin Patullo is the offensive coordinator of the Philadelphia Eagles I mentioned that keeps having them scoreless halves throughout the season, even though they're the reigning champions with 2,000 running back in Saquon, Super Bowl winning quarterback, dagger catching wide receiver, and an elite wide receiver on the other side, and an elite tight end, and they're just not getting shit done. He's the reason why the offense is just in shambles, and despite that, they have an 8-3 record. The only reason he hasn't been fired is because they're winning. I promise you, this is changing very soon. Kevin Stefanski, I actually like you. The reason I have you here is because I heard something very, very crazy yesterday. I saw you at the locker room in Las Vegas giving everybody game balls. Myles Garrett, obviously, he has. Are you aware that Myles Garrett has 18 sacks in the last 4 games?
Goddamn white boy.
Jesus Christ. That motherfucker is the juggernaut.
Yeah, it's a juggernaut, bitch!
He did look like it, too.
But Kevin Stefanski had no game ball for Shedeur Sanders. Not one. Not a game ball for Shedeur Sanders in his first start. He got a win.
That's fucked up.
So you know what? I'm going to be fucked up too. So I'm going to put him in the shelter. Whenever you receive a Bum of the Week award,
being a bad
you
coach.
get put in the shelter with all the other guys that have won throughout the season, okay? And then at the end of the season, we're going to collectively vote who's the Bum of the Year. So we're going to put both Kevins in here. Remind you, Kevin Patullo and Kevin Stefanski and his whole fucking family. His kids, his wife, all of them are going to be there for the rest of this fucking season. That's what your punk ass gets for not putting Shedeur Sanders and giving them a game ball. I'm going to put your wife and children in the shelter along with Kevin Patullo in the shelter. You and your whole fucking family. With motherfucking Tua, cocksucking Cincinnati Bengals, the punk ass Cowboys, bitch ass Bryce, Picorino Gino. You got Aaron fucking Boone. You got Sunshine Tara Lawrence, Russell goddamn Wilson, punk ass Caleb, and yes, Justin Herpes. That's where you belong. You and all your kids, homeless.
And New York
the New York trash. Playing with no sign of life on Sundays.
Welcome in, Kevin Patullo.
And Kevin Stefanski. 2 Kevins go in there at the same time. 2 of them. You and your whole fucking family, motherfucker. And your wife in case don't deserve that. But because what you did is Shedeur Sanders, and because me and Denali like black QBs and you don't, we're going to put you and your whole fucking family in the shelter. That's what you get. Fuck
A
him.
no good loser like you, you bum.
Fuck him.
No, that's fucked up. I mean, you're the coach. You have
The hell
to
was wrong with him?
show morale. That's crazy.
All right, Denali. You said that we must have been high because there was a lot of hot takes. Give me the 3 hottest takes from here.
So you said that?
He said that. He said you guys must be high as hell. You guys have nothing but hot takes up in here. You guys are too many people. This is just me.
Yeah, this is his.
He don't think like this. This is just what I think, okay?
This is his.
This is what I think I see in the NBA after 4 weeks. Okay, some of them are hot, but there's a lot of truth to them. So give me your 3 hottest takes. Which ones do you disagree with the most? And don't tell me that the Clippers will win a banner, because they won't. They will not. And yes, Bronny will make the playoffs. We all know that. That's not a hot take. Pacers will miss the playoffs. That's not much of a hot take.
He won't get to see them, but yeah. 3
rookies are cooking. That's not much of a hot take.
No, there's 2 rookies cooking right now. There might be more. There might be more.
Don't worry about Stefanski. I already put him where he belongs, baby. I put him in the shelter, in the homeless shelter with his wife and kids. He no longer has money. He no longer has his Mercedes, his nice house, 240 square foot house in West Palm Beach or wherever the fuck he lives at. He don't have none of that. Stefanski now is in a homeless shelter for that, because I did not like that. I don't know if it's because of his racism or because he's just that stupid as a fucking coach. He doesn't recognize what a quarterback looks like when he's in front of him. He had Baker Mayfield once upon a time. He didn't recognize Baker Mayfield when he had him and got rid of him for Deshaun Watson. Look how that turned out.
Fatality.
Now he tries to get Dylan Gabriel a shot before him. Look how that ended out. He actually signed Joe Flacco and our old backup quarterback Stu Huntley to try to stack up the odds, because he doesn't know how to find a quarterback. Guess what happened? Stu Huntley found his way back to my Ravens. Joe Flacco's in Cincinnati, and Dylan Gabriel has a concussion, and through that, you found your best quarterback, and you don't even know how to treat him right. You didn't even give him a game ball when he won and played very, very good, I thought. He didn't play great. He didn't have an A+ game, but he had an A game I thought for his first start. So fuck him. Nah, fuck him. As soon as I heard that shit, I'm like, nah, he's a bum of the week. But your guy has to come in with it. And they're both named Kevins. Fuck them. Kevin Stefanski, Kevin Patullo. Fuck y'all.
He ain't my guy. He can't be my guy. Fuck that shit.
If anybody knows Kevin Patullo, Kevin Stefanski, show him this. Show him that they're the bum of the awards winners, and him and his fucking family is on there. Not Patullo. He don't deserve that. Stefanski deserves it. All his 3 kids and his wife are homeless, alongside all those fucking bums in there in that shelter right there. Fuck that. Show them that. So, what was your hot takes? What was the ones that you really, really, really don't agree with on this one? Well, that the Knicks bench is money, because it is.
No, I think he's talking about the East is stronger than the West. He don't believe that. I heard him talk. I think he was talking about it.
Well, fuck his West. He's all the way in the Far East in England.
East stronger than the West. What kind of drogas?
This East is stronger than the West, bro. What the hell is he talking about? He thinks that the Memphis Grizzlies or the Portland Trailblazers could beat the New York Knicks and the Miami Heat in a 7-game series. Please stop the nonsense.
Finish him.
Stop. Don't fall for that stupidity. All right, y'all. We're gonna cut it here short. We will take a week hiatus. We're gonna recap the Thanksgiving and everything in a week's time, okay? Because he's gonna go to Puerto Rico with his family. It doesn't say that Detroit will win the East. It says that they can win the East. It's possible that they come out of the East, but I don't think they will. That's why I don't say that they will. It says that they can.
Wait, he said give me 1 minute.
Denali, I already said, outside of the Thunder and the Denver Nuggets, which are the only 2 teams that could actually win the
Spurs?
The Spurs, no.
They can't be, nah.
The Houston Rockets, we don't know shit about the Rockets. The Golden State Warriors, no. Not right now.
Especially without no
Over the Detroit Pistons, the Miami Heat, the New York Knicks, and the Cavaliers? No, broski. You're going to take the Houston Rockets, the Spurs, and the Warriors. No, then you're smoking. No, you're the one. You're the one smoking, broski. You're the one smoking. In a 7-game series,
I can understand, like, if you would have said
San Antonio has
a hot take and said.
We haven't seen the San Antonio Spurs in the playoffs yet, so they haven't proven shit. Meanwhile, all the teams I mentioned have proven that they made it past 1 round in the playoffs, each and every one of them.
They're too young, man. That team's too young.
No. You don't know basketball, broski. We have actual evidence that shows that these guys that we mentioned in the East will get past the first round in the playoffs. You know why? Because they're way more experienced and they're very good teams in a 7-game series. You think a team that has yet to make the playoffs are better, are more trustworthy than some of those teams. I'm sorry, you're the one smoking, broski. No disrespect, but to trust the Spurs, who has no playoff experience, over the Cavs, the Knicks, the Pistons, the Magic, the Heat. No, brother. No. You're smoking. I don't even trust him against the Celtics without Jason Tatum. That's just me.
Fatality.
I completely agree. I'm sorry.
Sorry, bro. I can't
taking
go with
my team
I
over
can't
the
go
Spurs.
with unproven
Over the
people.
Spurs.
I can't go with unproven people. The
Spurs,
thing is,
man, show me
you
my
said it
team.
yourself. You
They
like
got
to see what you like to see what you could predict to the future. I'm not predicting the future. I'm telling you, if it starts right now, if the tournament will start right now, the Spurs are absolutely stacked on paper, but they have yet to prove anything in the playoffs because they haven't been there. You are jumping the gun. You are guesstimating that they're going to do in the playoffs, and they might as well. They could, but we don't know yet. I know the Cavaliers. I know the New York Knicks. I know the Miami Heat. I know those teams. I don't know the Spurs.
If I could get I'll probably just buy a laptop.
See if you can, broski.
I could do that.
See if you can. But we will take a week hiatus. We'll be back not this Thursday, but next Thursday when he comes back from Puerto Rico, and we got a nice, fresh episode for you guys. Probably 2-hour special. So till then, guys, be safe. Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy the holidays. Enjoy Black Friday shopping. Enjoy week 6 of the NBA. Week 13 of the QFL. Enjoy all those games. Thursday's going to be loaded. We will be back on Thursday. Not this Thursday, next week Thursday, Denali. Just give us a week off. See you soon, bro. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, bro.
Much love, King Jamie. Congratulations, bro, and happy Thanksgiving, bro.